Okay, welcome to ANZCRL Combined Racing League's first round of our Formula 4 Championship. This is just the end of the top split practice session, and we'll be running into a 5-minute qualifying ready for the 26 lap race here at the Red Bull Ring National layout. So to start off with, we had a practice session to organise the lobbies between the 21 entries I think there are, and we split the two lobbies to 12 and 9 I think it is. Just missing at the moment, Got Gecko has left this lobby. Must have got disconnected, so hopefully he can rejoin. Here we can just see those times. This is just the practice, so we can see Dread 501 is got fastest with 57, then Gear 3 Gaming, Loft Finish, down to Jetto. Timmy and Jetto both didn't set a time, so we'll continue on into the qualifying. So we can get this all back to schedule again. So this is the opening of our 2020 season on Xbox. We run six series throughout the year, Formula Ford being the first. And this is going to be run every fortnight, 2 rounds per fortnight on a Sunday night. The man at the moment is Dread 501. Who started off in the grading lobbies on the bottom lobby, but absolutely blitzed that with a 57.580. So we can see what he can do here in the top split. Doesn't look like Got Gecko has rejoined into this lobby. Just hope everyone is stable enough. We just saw a little bit of lag in there with one of the blue cars. But we'll just go through with this qualifying. So Dread 501, he's in the number 8 Scuderia AF Delta Spa car. Getting a nice little draft by maybe that's Gear 3 Gaming. The number 21 Kerosene Racing car, I think it might be. Just check if it is. Oh no, it's not. That's Gear there. Just Par 666 it was. The number 37 Team Southern cars currently got the fastest time at the moment. It looks like we have just got Gecko in, but it might have been. Hopefully he's just got there in time. Would have been close for him to get in. If he can get out of the pits, it'll be. We know that he's right. So it looks like he can get out. So that's just in time. So he'll be able to take part, which is good. They have a cutout for 3 minutes, where they won't be able to rejoin. So Emu doing a 59.4 in the number 6 Tiger Energy Motorsports. Jetto 13 in the number 13 Jiffy Trans Racing Team, and we've just dropped down to 3rd. Aussie Carters have just pipped him, and he's in the number 3 Finks Racing Team. And Loft Finish in that nice little 74 flat out alliance. Here comes Team 8082 in the number 46 Dumutech Racing. It's getting pretty hot there for the top times at the moment. The top 6 is separated by less than a second. like, where are we going? We're just getting through them. So gear 21, gear 3 gaming, he's in the number 21 Kerosene Racing. And there goes Parr again. So he was the early pace setter, and he's now dropped himself into 10th. Got Gecko, just trying to get out of the pits. I'm not too sure what's going on there, if he's going to be able to take part of this race. But he's dreading that number 8 again, Scuderia AF Delta Spa. Fastest with 30 seconds remaining. With Dark Racing, we haven't seen at the moment, number 35. Sheriff, it's Motorsport. Of course, you'd pick that car. Bit of a tongue twister. And I'm sure that I'm going to have to get used to that name, because Dark Racing 40 looks like he's a man with plenty of pace. And putting that pressure on for that pole position between Dread 501. Who's in the pits. That's the end of qualifying. So Darky's got another run. This may be Emu. Might just stick with Darky, see what he can do. As you can see, they're running fairly low. They don't use much. I think they're using about 0.7 of a litre per lap. Can he do any better? We'll soon find out. And Simo's actually got pole at the moment, 58.189. Terrific lap. And no, he can't do any better. So we have Simo Racing 4 on pole in that number 17 Border Racing. So unfortunately, it looks like Got Gecko has not been able to make the start of this race. He's been disconnected with a few probably internet issues. If we can fix that up ready for round 2 before we get there at Dubai after this one. The screen might just go blank while I take a quick screenshot of these results. Okay, we won't hold the guys up. We'll go straight into our race. Now the settings for this race is we're looking at the time progression is real time at 1 PM in the afternoon. Date set at 20th of the 3rd 2020. Light cloud for the duration of the race at 26 laps. Damage is set to performance impacting, so they don't lose any wheels. And that'll get them hopefully to the end of the race, but that can also cause engine damage and also suspension damage to their cars. So they still have to be careful. All assists are off in these Formula Fords. They're basically a driver's car, so there's no assist. I don't think in real life there is any anyway. Manual gears are forced, the interior view is forced. Setups are open so they can tune their car. And the tyre wear is accelerated. Everything else is pretty much stock standard. Mechanical failures are on, so if the cars do dive bomb and the nose does come up into the back of the car following, that can create engine damage, so mechanical failures are on. We have pit stop errors are off though. And manual pit stops, so they must slow down to their 60 kilometres an hour and use their pit limiter in pit lane. We should be about to start. We've got 11 cars on the grid, and in the second lobby we should have 9 cars on the grid. A total of 20 cars. They're all fighting for the same points, 1 to 11, and then second lobby will be 12 to 20. Here we go. And Simo has got a poor start, and we've got Dre just taking that lead early, with Dark Racing just slipping into third, and the run up to turn 1. We've just got Simo just protecting that line from Darky. And Dre 5 zeros and 1s has just taken off, but the Darky is right behind Simo, and we've also got Dado, Hound and Aussie Carters. I think that Dado might have just ran a little bit wide. Aussie's now on the back of Dark Racing. Dado still held that position. He's got Loft Finish right behind him, and then Timmy behind Loft. And we've got a move. We've got Aussie making an early move on Darky. And it looks like Simo's made a little mistake there. He's ran wide and he's now 4th. So Aussie can't believe his luck, but it looks like Simo's made a big run coming from wide. I don't know if he'll get a penalty. He's got the inline. It looks like he's backed off. And Dre's clicked his heels and off he went. Darky's just making a move again on Aussie Carters. Can he hold that? But then he's going to find himself on the outside for turn 4. He's held his line. Oh, 3 wide by Gear, Dado and Timmy through the S-bends. Can Gear hold off challenge from Dado? Looks like Dado's got him. Yeah. Oh, and we've just seen Timmy lose it. He's strung out nicely. Coming into the start of lap 3. There's quite a few battles going on, and it'll reignite shortly. Dado in 5th. And Gear throwing in 7th with Par following in 7th. Emu in 8th. Aussie Carters, he's dropped after being 2nd all the way to 9th. We missed what happened. The number 3 Finks racing team. There he's got the pace. Should be able to make that move on Emu. Sticking to see, no, he's not putting his nose in, but here's a battle for the lead. We've got Dark Racing's got a good one over Dread. He's actually put his nose in front up to the turn 1, entry to turn 1. With Dre just switching around, just weaving around. And let's see what Darky can do in lead here, if he can keep his nerve. We haven't seen much of Dread 501. But he's come on to the ANZCRL Combined Racing League's series flying. Bullet out the gate, bullet out the gate. And mid-pack has definitely got a lot of battles going on as well. Here we go again. Off finish, and oh, who was that in between Loft Finish? It was Par. Par's... Oh, it was Gear, sorry. We'll just look at there. We've got Aussie making that move. Climbing back through the field after he's made a mistake from 2nd. Found himself back in 8th. Here's Gear now defending from Loft Finish. Can Loft pull it up the inside? It's looking good. Now it's looked like Loft has got him. Hold it down the inside. He's got his nose just in front, but he's going to have to yield. What does he? No. The late breaker by Gear. Terrific move by Gear 3 Gaming. I'll be happy there in the Kerosene Racing team. These little pocket rockets are Formula Fords. In the game they're called Formula Rookie or F5. They're a lot of fun. Now Aussie's still got some pressure there with Emu, just trying to get that 8th spot back. As you can see, Aussie's just running wide. That little bit of added pressure. Ooh, there's someone Loft, I think. He was lucky to hold on to that. And had a good tank slapper. Out front, Darky has really extended that gap now to 4 seconds. Absolutely flying. Currently we're looking at Gear 3 Gaming, slowly making steady progress back up through the field, and is now challenging for Dado in 4th position. Battle still continues down there for 8th and 9th between Aussie, Carters and Emu. I think they've got a 3-way tussle here now. Just second on the back of Par. You can see this battle between Gear and Dado going all race. We're on to lap 7 to 26. The race should be going for roughly about 25 minutes in distance, so it's going to test these guys out. They'll be definitely a bit sweaty behind the wheel after this. Very evenly matched cars. He's just trying to look for a way through, seeing if he can force Dado into a mistake. I'll just take this opportunity just to go onto the roof cam of Gear 3 Gaming and see him following. 10 litres of fuel. And about 0.7 litre a lap I'll be using. See the drafting of these cars really come into effect. How much they caught up on Simo. Simo's run wide. I think he's going to get a slow down running that wide on that part of the circuit. Not too sure. I should have asked to see if they are penalties when they run that wide on that corner. Don't know from experience. See, coming up over the hill, it's hard to get these cars. Speed slowly increases up that hill. You've got to be careful if it starts to take off coming downhill. He's got to move on Dado. Can he pull it up? Let's take a lot of curve. Oh, and we've got a collision. Looks like they've got their wheels. Trying to get out onto the camera, guys. Sorry about that. Track side. There we go. Missed that. That's a bit too slow. But we're riding on board, and that all happened. And look down the back of the pack. Look at this coming. Here they come, Aussie Carters. He's made that move. Unlock finish, and Emu is following in tow, and he's also bringing Par with him, and Jetto and Timmy. The draft, so just getting in the draft really helps these cars. You can work together. As these battles have been going on, as Oz's been going through it, I think it's slowed Loft and Emu down a little bit, and that's brought them back to the field, and now they're all in their draft together. Oh. Here they all come down the main straight. We've got Par running out into the inside, making it 3 wide. His on, guys, here we go. Can he put it up through the inside? He looks like he's going to hold it. Ooh, just couldn't get there. Loft just made a little mistake. So did Par. Brought Jetto into it. So Jetto looks like he's going to put his nose in and take his spot from Par. Not quite there. Here's Timmy 82, just waiting to pick up the pieces. They slowly made their way back up. They had a little bit of a tangle in the first lap. A few of these guys, I think Timmy and Jetto. He's got a good run on Jetto. Jetto's just defending. Don't want to lose touch with with Par. Want to be able to get that nice slipstream. He might have been better off to let Timmy through there and then called onto his slipstream coming down this main straight. As Loft just runs a little bit wide, coming out of the final corner. What a tussle we have. This is all for 7th position. 7th to 11th. 7-11. Look, Jetto's putting himself down the inside of Parr. Parr's run wide, right out onto the sticks out in the grass. That's very costly. Very costly for the Team Southern cars. Now Jetto's got a lot of pressure with Timmy still. They're having a good battle all race. Pretty even between these two. Might just go up the front here with Dado. He's been overtaken by Simo. No, Simo's still there. Was it Gear? Gear's actually come up to third. So he's trying to get into second. To be following his fellow teammate that he had at Daytona 24 Hours, winning outright last weekend. Both Gear 3 Gaming and Darky shared victory. Darky's showing his experience. But waited for his time to make the lead. Didn't be too rash at the start. As these races, they come to you if you're smart. Dre's doing a terrific job holding second for his first outing with ANZCRL Combined Racing League. You can find us on the website. You can find us at AUS-NZCRL.weebly.com, and you can see all our series coming up in the whole of throughout the year of 2020. Our next series, our Series 2, is something going to be very exciting. We're looking at the European Le Mans Series, but we're just going to be LMP2 only, and that'll be 7 rounds. And I believe they're going to be run weekly, and that starts to the 19th of April and runs to the 31st of May. So if you're interested in all that sort of stuff, hit us up over there on the website, have a look, or find us even on Facebook if you're on Facebook, ANZCRL. Answer the 3 questions. Make sure you're either from Australia or New Zealand. It's a group solely for Australian and New Zealand races, so we can keep our ping rate down and make our racing as exciting as it can be for everyone. Just like what Simo's experiencing right now with Dado hounding me on the back of his gearbox. Ooh, and he's just lost the rear end. He's now going to be coming under fire with Aussie Carters. He's got about a 3-second gap though, so he should be right. Doesn't want to be doing too much of that. We've just gone past halfway race distance, 26 laps. And as I said, the tyre wear is set to accelerated, so it shouldn't be wearing out too much, but it can obviously give them a little bit of variation. Just sliding around. Tyres could grain at a different rate to if they were on just normal wear, normal rate. The packs, they're gripped in 2s here. We're looking at Loft, holding out Timmy. Timmy's making his move. Only 2 laps ago he was last. He's looking to get 8th. Can he hold it on the inside? He's got the inside running for this corner if he can hold on. Looks like he's tucking in behind and bide his time. It's a wise thing. Putting plenty of pressure on Loft Finish. Dado, looks like something has happened there with Dado. He just dropped all of a sudden from around 6th to 9th. So I don't know if he had a coming together with Aussie or Amy, whoever he was following. Let's see if there's any sort of damage on Aussie's car. It doesn't look so. Simo's got a little bit of a penalty, so that could cause a few dramas for him at the end of the race, with the other guys, with Aussie slowly catching up. He's 1 second, just under 2 seconds. We'll just go and have a quick look to see what that penalty will be. He's got 2 second penalty. So at the moment, he'll drop from 4th to 5th. As Aussie can keep it on the track. So it's going to be very interesting. Obviously the drivers don't know what type of penalty that he's got. So Aussie just needs to keep pushing. There is a little penalty over the top of Simo's head. And Dread 501s is still sort of within striking distance of Darky. Darky will see him every now and then in the mirrors. He's keeping Darky honest. It's not a very comfortable gap 3 seconds in these little cars. Anything can happen. If Darky just loses, has a little like he has. Talking about, looks like Darky has had a little bit of a moment coming onto that final corner. And he's just lost himself just over a second of the lead that he had. So it's down to 1.8 seconds now. Not hard to do. Be interesting to get their feedback after these 2 rounds, how the tyre wear worked for them. The accelerated tyre wear. Looks like Dado's picking up the spot from Timmy. He just ran wide coming out of that final corner. They could all be getting a little bit tired. I'd say a few of the guys that have been watching the V8 supercars today, maybe a few beverages as well. They could be getting a little bit distracted. And here comes Aussie putting that pressure on Simo. Simo as well. He's took out the GTE class of the Daytona 24. Last weekend, driving with Highlander and also Timmy. It was a three-driver team in the Chip Ganassi Ford. They did a tremendous job. Simo did a great drive. He's under pressure now by Aussie Carters. And battle for the lead. Darky's still holding on. 7 laps remaining. And it looks like Darky's starting to have a little bit of trouble. He's starting to slow down just that little bit, unless he's just going to try and conserve. It won't be long, and Dread will be able to get that draft. Slowly gain that little bit down that main straight. Up over the hill after these S-bends. We'll stay with the lead for a while with only a half a second between the two. Darky will be thinking, who is this Dread 501? Where does he come from? It's good to have new people, new blood into our league. We've been running since 2016. When Project Cars 1 came out. As we lose members go into iRacing and onto PC setups, we seem to gather a few more on the Xbox, which is good to see. Still healthy with 2 lobbies. And look, Dread's really on a flyer this lap. He's going to put that pressure on for these last remaining 5 laps. And it looks like Darky's already trying to defend. He knows he's in trouble. Just got these wheels on the grass. It looks like Aussie's had to pit. I think Jetto's getting close to being lapped. You just see him just went past then. Could be a little bit of issues coming up to lap traffic, and Dread's having a good look up to turn 1. Oh, slight lock of the front brakes. He's lucky to hold on to that. So it cost him plenty actually. We'll just see what sort of fuel load we're looking at. We're looking at 3.7, so Darky's got enough fuel to the end. Well, Dread's going to be lucky to get through to the end. 0.7 of a lap. 0.7 litres, 0.6 litres a lap. I think he's going to come up short. Could be a rookie mistake. Unless he can do some fuel saving for the next 3 laps or 4 laps. There's no way he's going to make it. So 3 more laps to go. With 0.6 a lap going, oh, he's going to come short. He needed at least 2.1 litres. Darky will have enough. Darky's let Dre go. Dread, I should say. And he'll have that nice draft coming up this hill. Might be able to put the nose in. I'm just feeling for Dread. If he's realised that he's going to be struggling with fuel. He miscalculated the laps. Oh, he's just run wide too. He's cut it definitely fine. He did do a little bit of saving that lap. Might be just right. He's got a 14-second lead to third, so he should be smart and maybe just back that off. So make sure he can finish the race. And it looks like he's backed off now. He realised what's happening. There you go, Darky, the old fox. He's done it again. I won't speak too early though. But it's looking very good for the Sheriff Star Motorsport team. So while we're looking at, we've been looking at there, we'll just have a look to see if there's any sort of battles going on with these guys. I was just trying to get on the back of Dado, but it looks like a lot of these guys, unless there's a mistake, it looks like the order with a lap to go will be roughly as it stands. His engine temp's creeping up there, 111 degrees. And here he is, Dread in that fuel gauge, tapping it like madly. Come on, read more, go back to a litre. Tell me there's a litre, he's saying. Give me a litre. As I said, they're roughly on full pace. They're using around about 0.6 to 0.7 a lap. He's got 0.7 now. And he's got a lot of time up his sleeve to really back it down for this last lap, just to get it to the finish. He's got a good 12-second lead over Gear. A gap, I should say, over Gear. With Timmy and Simo, it looks like they're swapping positions, left, right and centre. And both got a penalty. Side by side, coming onto the final straight to knock over into their final lap. The hard charging Dado, who's trying to make room, come back after he's made a mistake. Timmy's just having a little look. And here comes Dado to take round one. here at the Red Bull Ring National Circuit for the 8-round series, running every fortnight. Congratulations, Darky. And Dread coming in with, well, his name says it all, 0000.1. Well done, Dread. And Gear, great third position by Gear. He was in the thick of battles, a lot of that racing. Emu looks like he's going to get his 4th. Timmy. Just have a quick look at what's Timmy. He's got a 1 second and 4 second for Simo. So Timmy's got a 1 second. He's got to hound it. He might just keep that position. I think he will over Simo. Dado Racer coming in for 8th. Par there finishing 9th, and Jetto is just stuck up on the hill. So there we go. What a terrific race that was, as we said, about 25 minutes in race duration, so 26 laps. And we had Dark Racing, Dread, Gear 3 Gaming, Emu, Loft, Timmy with a 1 second penalty, still holds 6th. Simo holds 7th with a 4 second penalty. Dado Racer in 8th, Par 0666 in 9th, Jetto in 10th, and Aussie Carter's also a lap down in 11th. I'll just get these screenshots. There we go. So that ends our stream for this round. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for round 2 at Dubai International, or what is it? Dubai Autodrome, the club layout. So please join us in the next 20 minutes when we come live again here at ANZCRL. Until then, thank you.